I can't even, I don't know if I have the mental capacity to go through how fucking brain dead this is. Like, I really don't, okay? I'm 5'3", okay? What if I came up to like a 6-foot guy in the street and like held a gun up to him and I was like, yo, give me all your money or else I'm gonna shoot you and your family. And the guy was like, you're a girl and you're tiny and I could take you in a fight. And so he just like knocks the gun out of my hand. And then I realized, I'm like, oh shit, I'm kind of like fucked over right now. What would my immediate response be? Probably to run. But if I had malignant narcissism, my response would be to take control of the situation again, because he just took control out of me. He took away my gun. And so what do? I gaslight him. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? You thought I was actually gonna shoot you? You just took away my gun? Yo, that's dramatic as fuck. I have a right to bear arms. It's America. I have the Second Amendment. You actually thought I was gonna shoot you just because I said I was gonna shoot you? Do you understand how stupid that is? You should have asked me to clarify. Are you actually gonna shoot me, bro, if I don't give you my wallet? Do you understand how unequal of a trade that is? What, you're just gonna give me like the $20 in your wallet just because I have a gun in my hand? Do you understand how stupid you are for not clarifying with me that I wasn't gonna shoot you? Harvard University received an email from the Trump administration last Friday that included a series of demands about hiring, admissions, and curriculum. This was the letter in question, okay? This was the mistake of a letter. This was the letter that Harvard should have known immediately was fake, and then they should have immediately called the Trump administration, hey, is this real, bro? Chat, is this real? The United States has invested in Harvard's operations because of the value to the country of scholarly discovery and academic excellence. But an investment is not an entitlement. By August 2025, Harvard must make meaningful governance reform, including merit-based hiring, merit-based admissions, where the university must adopt and implement merit-based admission policies and cease all preferences based off race, color, national origin, or proxies thereof. Such adoption and implementation must be durable and demonstrated through structural and personnel changes. Do you know what that means? The structural and personnel changes? That means they wanted a Trump admin to sit there and dictate exactly which international and foreign students were and weren't allowed to be admitted into Harvard based off of the Trump administration preferences. Judging by the fact that the Trump administration is currently actively revoking hundreds of student visas based off of political alignment, do we think that this is going to be an equally implemented policy, or do we think this is going to be a policy to ensure that there are no diverse views that are ever allowed into this country unless they are white evangelical Americans or coming from South Africa? The university must reform its recruitment, screening, and admissions of international students to prevent admitting students hostile to the American values and institutions inscribed in the U.S. Constitution and Declaration of Independence, including students supportive of terrorism and anti-Semitism. This is the most hysterical thing to me, okay? Do you think Donald Trump gives a fuck about the Jews? I'm being so serious. I'm not trolling right now. Josh Shapiro was just sinned from a radical leftist that is anti-Semitic and hates the Jews. And I condemn that. That's disgusting. That's fucking horrendous that he had to suffer through that. But did the Trump administration call him and be like, hey, are you okay from these radical anti-Semitists, you know, the very ones that we're trying to eradicate from all of these liberal, insane, progressive universities? No, the Trump administration doesn't give a fuck about the Jews or about anti-Semitism rampant around the country. They're actually contributing to it, because you know how many people are looking at people that have no affiliation with the country of Israel, that have no affiliation with any of the Trump administration policies to deport these American legally residing students with no due process, with no notice, with no rightful process. Do you know how many people are looking at that and blaming an entire cohort of the population? It's just all the fault of the Jews. How dare they? It's AIPAC. How dare they? It's disgusting. But no, we care about anti-Semitism so much that we're gonna make Harvard capitulate completely to us on the basis of that. It's disgusting. There's an entire fucking line. There's an entire fucking clause in here. Reforming programs with egregious records of anti-Semitism or other bias. I'm supposed to believe that the president that said that there was fine people on both sides of a neo-Nazi rally where one side was chanting "Jews shall not replace us" and believes in the Great Replacement theory. I'm supposed to believe that that side cares about anti-Semitism. I'm supposed to believe that the guy that has his best friend, his first friend, his best buddy doing a Hail Hitler twice at an American, I'm supposed to believe that that's the side that cares about anti-Semitism. Okay, sure. Anyways, the letter goes on and on and on and on. And it has not one, not two, but 3 whole signatures of Trump representatives signing off on it, approving it, and I'm supposed to believe that this was a mistake. This was not authorized. Trump officials blame mistake for setting off confrontation with Harvard? What? The letter arrived when Harvard officials believed they could still avert a confrontation with President Trump. Over the previous 2 weeks, Harvard and the task force had engaged in a dialogue, but the letter's demands were so extreme that Harvard concluded a deal would ultimately be impossible. After Harvard publicly repudiated the demands, the Trump administration raised the pressure. It would be one thing if this admin sent the letter and then Harvard was like, no, we're not backing down. And then Trump was like, oh shit, my bad. That was a mistake. I didn't even mean to send that. That would be one thing, okay? What happened was, it was like, you need to do this right now. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to make you do it. No, you're not. I'm not going to do it. Fuck, I realize that I can't win and that I actually can't make you do it. And so I never actually told you to do it in the beginning. Trump administration sends Harvard a list of demands to protect federal funds. Harvard won't yield to Trump administration's demands. Trump administration demands Harvard records on foreign funds and students. Trump threatens to block Harvard from enrolling international students. Trump officials blame mistake for setting off confrontation with Harvard. Art of the deal, fuck yeah. Okay, going back to the article. A senior White House official said the administration stood by the letter, but it was malpractice on the side of Harvard's lawyers not to pick up the phone and call the members of the anti-Semitism task force who they had been talking to for weeks. Instead, Harvard went on a victimhood campaign. I'm sorry, are you suggesting that instead of publicly bringing an issue that could have been solved in private to the public eye to be solved in the court of opinion, blowing it egregiously out of proportion and causing a lot of controversy that was just ultimately unnecessary? Are you condemning that? Are you condemning that action? Hey, so follow up. Did you call Canada or Mexico before you threatened the tariffs the first time or the second time or the third time? Or did you bring it to the public eye? Did you bring Kilmar Garcia in front of a judge to have due process, to have his right to a speedy and fair trial, to a jury of his peers? Did you do that, or did you just bring it to the court of public opinion? So even if I were to buy that this was a mistake, this was a horrid error on the Trump administration, which to begin with, if I were to buy that, that would be admitting that this administration is occupied by dipshits and it's not a meritocracy. It's actually just a bunch of idiot, retard sycophants that are following this orange mango Mussolini wherever the fuck he goes. But if I were to believe that this was all malpractice and that this was all just blatant stupidity, not attribute to malice what can easily be attributed to stupidity, why the fuck does that matter? Because this administration has shown no qualms with just bringing things into the public light, just bringing them into the court trial. The whole justification for Donald Trump's entire fucking presidency right now by Republicans is, oh, the courts will stop him. Yeah. He tried to get rid of birthright citizenship, but it's okay because the court stopped him. Yeah. He's trying to deport all of these different Hispanic American immigrants without due process. But it's okay because the courts are stopping him. Yeah. It's fine that he's trying to ban free speech and take out specific news outlets out of the press room. It's fine because the courts banned him from that. It's fine because the court stopped him from that. And now, when someone on the other side does the same thing, didn't even do it. They just announced that they were going to be fighting it. They haven't even gone through a full trial yet. Trump couldn't even make it all the fucking way before just backing out. Oh yeah, my bad. It was a mistake. What a fucking pathetic pussy. What a pusillanimous president. This guy is supposed to be the strong man that's bringing back honor to America, making us, our rightful number one superpower in the world. America looks fucking pathetic. I'm embarrassed to be an American. It's embarrassing. And it's just because of these dipshits. It's just because of this very small but vocal minority that makes America the bad guys. Now we're the bad guys. Now we're voting with Russia and with North Korea and we're aligning ourselves with all of the wrong people and all of the bad actors of the world, and no one sees a fucking thing wrong with it. And I bet you when it's all over, we're just gonna point at them and be like, yo, you should have known that we weren't actually going to invade Greenland, bro. You should have known that was such a crazy thing for us to say, that it was obviously bullshit, bro. Like, it was obviously a joke. You should have just nuked us before we even gone in there. It's actually pathetic. It's actually ridiculous. And it's actually really sad that I'm so young and that this is what's going on right now. I'm only 19. Am I gonna make it in this country? Do I have to move? Do I have to flee to Europe?